So it's nearly 10 to 4, and if I play my cards right, pun intended, I will be finished the day, hopefully by about 4, half 4. Yeah, I was going to stop there thinking, well, that's quite unrealistic because I've still got quite a lot to do, but I'm open. I'm open to that potential. Now, I'm looking at my rune bag. Interesting. This morning I woke up and I had the most incredible to-do list, things to catch up with, and I looked at it and just thought, this isn't going to be possible. It isn't going to be possible, but I put it out there and I set the intention, this is what I would like to get done, and this is the time I would like to be finished by. Because when we get caught up in that creative spin, I want to say spin, it's recognizing our off and on switch. It's recognizing when things need to come to a halt so that we can just catch our breath, but also being able to transition between the rhythms and do what is needed of us in each stage without worrying about, oh, this is too much, or oh, this is too slow, but just going with the flow of it. So when I first turned this camera on today, I wanted to leave it in the darkness. I wanted to leave the camera in the dark. I'm listening to some beautiful music by Neil H in the background, and it's healing music, and I just love everything that he creates. And I've just finished cleaning my home. It's become quite a sanctuary over the last week or more in preparation for an operation for myself at the end of the month. There are things set in place for some collective background work that I'm honoured to be part of, some ceremonies, and the feel of my home is just, it's beautiful. But it means I almost want to sit in the darkness, and I almost want to just go within and be in my own little bubble, which feels quite relevant for the energies this week. They are intense. They are intense, particularly today, and there's great energy to get things finished, utilised, completed, everything that we wanted. When we get to that point of nearly being there, we're asked to dig down deep and find our reserves, to find our own rhythm, find our own beat, and that can be the hardest point, but when we need it the most. And that's what I'm really feeling this week. And balance, I hear the word balance being key. So I noticed today in particular, there were a lot of videos for the energy of the week. And part of me thought, have I really got anything to add? Which again feels individual, but collective also. Have I got anything to say? Have I got anything to add? Have I got anything not worth saying? Have I got a different perspective from this now? And I can really feel that feels really relevant. Have I grown from this situation now? Which is where going within can really help us re-evaluate where we're at. Once we do that, once we've found the answers that we are looking for, it is then about taking them out there. When we do that, we gain more clarity. So with that in mind, it really feels like just getting to the point, just really getting to the point. So I'm going to do that. I can hear the saying from Catchface, say what you see. Say what you see and trust what you see now with all your senses. Sometimes we look at the bigger picture to get all the angles, to get all the stories, to see all the reflections, which is beautiful. Underneath it all is one underlying message, and it is that message that we retrieve and then move forward. I now know why I'm looking at the runes and why my eye is itching. I'm seeing the Hanged Man. I'm seeing that ability to see things from different perspectives, but at one point in the tarot, the Hanged Man, Odin, goes from seeing things from different perspectives, being number 12, to death, being number 13, which obviously with All Hallows Eve and Day of the Dead, Day of the Souls, Day of the Saints coming up, that's really important to take it from seeing everything from all these angles. Now I hear get on and get on, okay, and get on. So, well, I do actually have the Hanged Man at the very top of the pack here. And this pack I'm using, it's called the Vision Quest. And this card in particular is called the Vision Quest. Seeing things back to front on the camera is really trippy, but it gives us a wonderful opportunity to see a mirrored reflection of everything that is going on in order to move forward. And that is what the tarot do. They reflect back to us what we know, which can make doing a reading for the energy of the week interesting, shall we say. So when it comes to holding space, whether it's tarot, healing, tracking in our body, oracle cards, crystals, aromatherapy, shamanism, the key is to witness, to become completely unattached to the outcome and to witness. So with that in mind, such beautiful energy. So originally it felt like it was chaotic, and it felt like there was so much going on, and it felt like individually the outside, I should be doing this, I should be doing that, I should be sharing this is what I need to be doing, nothing's changing, da 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 da. Then I felt the most incredible opportunity to stop and pause and look at everything that is going on, searching for that one message and moving forward with it. So with that in mind, let's look at the energy for the week on a daily basis with the one message throughout the day. It's really interesting because I wanted to pull a card for today from the bottom of the pack, for tomorrow for the top of the pack, and the next day the bottom of the pack, and the next day the top of the pack. Now I never know what patterns are going to come through. Excuse me. I track, so when something is shifting, this is a pleasant attractive side effect. I never know what patterns are going to come through, and to an extent none of us do. It is but to flow with what is coming and to do what is asked of us in each moment. It feels like the main message through the week is whatever we take from the bottom of the pack is going to affect what's on the top of the pack. So however we see our past is going to affect our future. Always, always, always bringing it to the now. Always, always, always. How do I see this energy today that's a bit chaotic? How do I see what it is I need to do? Do I need to rush around like everybody's rushing around? Do I need to sit back? How do I navigate this now? By being present in the body. So today, yes, Page of Air, okay, or Son of Air in this pack in particular. Now you can see that he is, you can see, you can't want to take the card away, you can see that he is getting ready to aim for what it is he wants. Okay, he's on a steady steed, he has good footing. So even though it almost feels quite fiery energy, bring it back to our perception of this energy today. Okay, because this is an air card, so it's all to do with our own interpretation of the energy. Always, always. I always say to people, I do not know you better than you know yourself. Nobody does. How you interpret something will always be from your own level of understanding. So I've actually ridden a horse like this horse in particular, with not a spear, but doing gymkhana, so flagpoles, things like that in my hands, and it's incredible energy. It's freeing, it's wild, it's the only way to stay in the saddle is to find a rhythm between you and what is beneath you, which feels like the underlying message this week, finding a rhythm between you and what you are connected to, whether that is a relationship, an idea, a Pachamama, finding that new rhythm, okay? So tomorrow, obviously today, if we can sail that with ease and grace, tomorrow we have breakthrough. And I just love this. This is actually, I think it's, yes, the Six of Pentacles. Okay, and it's the sunflower, but actually the very basis of the sunflower, the very thing that has grown, is the shadow aspect of ourselves. What we give and what we receive. Yeah, how we grow, how we put ourselves out there. Okay, so Tuesday very much feels related to connecting to the light that we are and showing it, showing it. If that's the breakthrough that we're looking for, then it is about stepping up and showing it. My dog's coming to say hello. It's not quite his dinner time, so he's okay for a minute. So on Wednesday, from the bottom of the pack, we have Four of Earth, security. What grounds us? What do we hold on to? How do we... What medicine? That's what I feel. What medicine have we actually learned and move forward? So I just needed to pause that to actually let my dog out, just as I was speaking about medicine. And Four of Earth, our security, our animal intuition. Are we ready to let it out now? Are we ready to say, this doesn't feel right? And even as I'm saying that, something doesn't feel right. So let's take a breather. And something feels off, trust that animal instinct within you and take a breather. Reevaluate what is going on here and regain your footing. Look at what security you are building throughout the week. Look at why you are sharing. Look at the ideas you are trying to achieve and where they are coming from. Wednesday feels like it could be quite a turning point for many, depending on their own thoughts regarding what it is they're trying to obtain. Hidden thoughts, they feel hidden. Because on the Thursday we have Five of Air, and in this deck it is fear. What I actually see is fear of soaring above what we once knew. All those ideas. What happens if we let go of the stories? What happens if we don't need to discover those aspects of ourselves anymore? There's great wisdom in crow medicine, but it does include letting go of that we no longer need. That could be quite frightening. That can be quite frightening if we're not ready, and it is about taking a breath and trusting the process, looking at what we are holding on to and why. Does it give us the security it once did? Is it what we are actually aiming for? On the Friday, I had to count the days then. Count the days. It feels quite relevant to count the days. I can see timers. I can see countdown timers to specific holidays, anniversaries, to specific breakthrough points on the Friday. And on the Friday there we actually have Nine of Swords, or Nine of Air, which in this deck is hurt. Okay, but it reminds me of the song, I can't remember who sings it, Imagine Dragons, Pain, You Make Me a Believer. Okay, so all the time we believe that there needs to be suffering in our life in order for us to discover aspects of ourselves. There will be suffering in our life. Is there anything I want to add to that? No? My ego is struggling with that. My mind is struggling with that. Can it be that easy? Really, as if it was that easy, as if life was that simple. My heart feels like it wants to expand. It feels like it wants to break past now these old stories of security. This is who I am, this is what I got through, this is how I became here, how I became where I am. This is my heart wants more now. It wants to break through. It's the ego. Saturday, in particular, interference. Interference here that helps keep us in our own little bubble. Okay. Interference that keeps us comfortable and safe. Interference that can be just a breath away. That can be blown out of our vision, out of our aura. And that feels like key. It feels like it is actually in the aura now. It feels like there's been a lot of shifting for many. And the old blueprint is changing, the one in the aura. So I get a lot of people that will come for healing and go over the same thing, clearing their energy centers, clearing old patterns, clearing ancestral patterns in particular, and never quite getting what it is they are trying to achieve. And it is because of our aura, our hard drive. So it is about reprogramming our hard drive now, looking at the interference that is in our aura, okay, and really taking, note of our own energy, where it is going, and anything else that is coming in, any old ideas or thought behaviors. So for the Sunday, but I also feel like it's for the whole week. We have Mother of Earth, which is Queen of Pentacles, but also Two of Water, which is love. A great union there, great potential there, by connecting, by healing, by loving and embracing. Unconditional love. The love that a divine mother would give, the love of Pachamama, the love of the feminine, and really, really connecting to that this week. For some, it feels like it may take all week to get through this process. For others, it may be daily. For others, it could be very, very quick. And once it has occurred, the card underneath is the Mother of Fire. That ability to create is going to become very paramount for many this week. So you can see it's almost as if the divine feminine here is creating the very horse that we are riding, the very sure footing underneath us. So how connected are you and your dreams and your wishes and your relationships to the, how can I put it, to the growth of your own community, your own journey here, your own path here? How connected are all of your beliefs now to the earth and her own well-being, to the mother within you all? When we create something, that is what we are doing. We are giving birth to an idea. We are giving birth to a relationship, a wish, a desire, a fulfillment, a picture, a story. This is what we are doing. We are delivering. How connected are you to your creations? Are you at the point where you can see them for the medicine that they are and move forward? With that, breaking through, taking it and helping others? Are you at the point of holding on because of fear, past hurt, old patterns that may be present in your auric field? There is no right or wrong this week or any week. So I'm going to ask for the one theme that runs through it all. Okay. And for that, I like that deck because they are very earthy. So we're going to go to the other end of the scale and use angelic energy, the Metatron Oracle. Now, I recently did a talk in our group about the differences and similarities between Oracle cards and Tarot cards. So I'll put a link in the comments if you wish to look that up, because it's available on replay in the group. Now I can see where it's going. So in the video, the main emphasis was tarot cards, oracle cards, crystals, colour, aromatherapy, healing, connection to source, Pachamama, ceremony, all help to bring us into the now. They all help us to become to come into a meditative state. I nearly lost my teeth then. To come into a meditative state, to connect to our higher self. And when we do that, everything is available. A hidden language becomes available to us all. A knowing. That feels like the message that runs through this week. Really feels like the message that runs through this week. Looking at things from all angles, but knowing what is relevant for you and what isn't relevant for you by witnessing. You know, often we think meditation is to sit still and focus on nothing. I'll go for that one. When in reality, everything we do is done in a meditative state, provided we are in the moment. So I will say it again, tasting that food, feeling the arms of your lovers, acknowledging what is going on, even the uncomfortable stuff, and being present and feeling it, and then it automatically starts to change. So the card for the whole week, red, safety, strength and power. It's that root chakra. That connection, there's the horses again, that connection to that steadfast footing beneath you. So today when I did the garden, I noticed no matter how much I tried, there were roots that I just couldn't dig up. There were roots that were visible and seen, and just really connecting to them, really connecting to your ancestors in the next few weeks in particular, but connecting to the safety and the power and the blood that runs through you. In his hand he has the peace pipe, and it is about finding strength and power in that peace. Regardless what goes on around us, regardless of what the energies are doing, if we can find peace in who we are in our own rhythm, we can sail anything that comes our way. So it is about connecting to our root chakra this week. Connecting to the earth beneath us, connecting to our blood, connecting to our ancestors and the deep healing that is available there. I'm also being reminded that there are many healers out there that do many healings for many people, but not themselves. Always bring it back to the self. Always, whenever you are doing a reading, whenever you are doing a healing, always come back to your own energy after. And release anything that is no longer needed or yours. You know, everything collects dust, energetic dust, knowing or unknowing, and we are no different. So every day checking in with your body and just releasing any dust that isn't yours back down into the earth. Okay, so that we can get that grounding and that safety and that strength and that peace. Now I will look up, she says, no, I won't, because the book isn't out. It's number 55, so we're talking halfway mark here, but also the reflection. A master number vibration and the energy of the red ray. So actually, there isn't really much more I want to add with that, and that feels really relevant because even though The card speaks of scanning the horizon, looking out for dangers, being aware of fear and lust and guilt, the lower energies. I just feel peace in that awareness of connecting to what's relevant for you. Connect to what's relevant for you. If we try and search out every single message that is out there, we just lose sight of what we need in any moment. So connect to what's relevant for you and find strength and power in that and safety in who you are. Have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful week. Take care. Bye.